Today, hello, we're back. It's Charles, and we're going to Grace United Methodist Church in Manassas, Virginia. We're on the road, and that is the tower of the church right there in the distance. So I've had a lot of fun memories at this church. It was the first organ that I ever gave like a full concert performance on, and one of my girlfriends in high school, I took her here on my first date. I just have tons of awesome memories in this church, and it's awesome. The organ is huge. So yeah, we're gonna go there. We're gonna have some fun, spend some time. Yay. So, like I said, we're at Grace United Methodist Church in Manassas, Virginia. And here in the sanctuary is the 3-manual 40-something rank Austin with the 16-foot Montre in the facade. So, walking up, there's the organ. Apparently, in the original design of the church, there was supposed to be an identical, what do you call it? Not chamber. An identical organ over there, case, except they couldn't follow through with it. Imagine how much bigger it would be if that were the case. And also, there were supposed to be horizontal trumpets that were lining the wall back here, but that also fell through, unfortunately. The stop is still on the stop jam and everything, but the horizontal trumpets, they didn't make the cut. Okay, so we're sitting here at the console, and it's pretty sizable. It's pretty impressive. We got the swell, aka the Récit expressif, the great, grand orgue, and the Positif. The swell is expressive, obviously, but we'll start on the great. There's a lovely principal chorus that fills the room really nice with an 8-foot mantra, and then 4/2 mixture. Nice, and then a 16-foot as well to just kind of complete the chorus. Yeah, it's nice. It's a very French sound. And then there are a couple just different flutes, like a Bourdon, a Flute Harmonique, and a 4-foot Flute Conique. Cute. So a whole bunch of different color options, and then there's a huge Bombarde as well, which is meant to be like the final edition of full organ, Crown and Glory. Power! Yeah, so full great here. It fills the room pretty well. Unfortunately, it's not the most reverberant place in the world, but the organ still does the job. The Positif also has its own little principal chorus. Instead of an 8-foot principal, you get a Gemshorn and a Cor de Nuit. You can kind of put both together to get a principal-esque sound. Oh, jeez. And then a 4-foot principal, 2-foot octave in. And then a cymbal. We have a 1 1/3 larigot that we can pair with the 8s to get kind of a cute. Yeah, it's really cute. And then we have a Sesquialtera, which we can put the principals. Okay, and then the one reed that we have here is a chrome horn, which is beautiful. It's this luscious clarinet. Yeah, and with the tremulant and a little swell string action. Color option. Okay, now moving on to the swell here. It's a really big division. I mean, just look at the sheer size of this. We have a couple of flute options here. A chimney flute, a 4-foot flute by itself, Yeah, and then a little cornet we can build up. Yeah, it's cute. So we can put that in contrast with the Sesquialtera on the Positif to be like this. Yeah, so just different color options. And we have a 4-foot principal we can throw in there, and then a mixture, kind of another principal chorus. Yeah. We have strings, and the strings are pretty fun. It's a tone that I've never quite heard before in organ strings. It's kind of like, it's just like thicker. They're soupier strings than a lot of the other strings I've heard. So with the Celeste. And we have a 16-foot viola, which is Haskell bass. And then we can also add octave couplers to get 32 through 4-foot strings. And that's nice. Little pedal. Yeah, it's really stunning. So for the reeds, we have an Hautbois. So you can kind of get your French. With that. And then we have our reed battery, which is 16 through 4-foot. No, it's not a unit. The 8 and 4 are a unit, and the 16-foot bassoon and the 8-foot hautbois are a unit. So, but you can put the 16, 8, and 4 together. Yeah, so full swell sounds like this. It's a healthy sound. It does what a swell should. Now, last but not least, the pedal division is a lot of fun here. It starts with a 16-foot Montre, which is in the facade. Actually, I think the bottom 3 or so are in the back of the chamber. They were too long to be in the facade. And then extended to 8 and 4. And then a 3-rank mixture. And then we have a 32-foot Montre Resultant. Put with it. So that's the principal chorus here. Yeah. For the flutes, everything is really borrowed. The flutes aren't native. We have the Grand Orgue board in 16. This is really soft, and it's also a 32-foot Resultant with the viola from the swell. So you can kind of get like a pretty heavy bass sound going with those Resultants. Now, where the fun begins is with the pedal reeds. This is where the fun starts. I'm pretty sure the whole thing is just one huge unit from 4 to 16, starting at 4. 8. And then 16. So put all of them together. It's just massive. And so you pair those with all the other reeds of the organ, and it does the job perfectly. Like, listen to that. That's such a huge French sound. It's awesome. And that's without the any of like the principles. So I add some of the foundations, maybe a little less heavy on the reeds. And then you can get kind of a French crescendo going on. Yeah. Okay, so there are a couple little percussion toys on this organ which are worth mentioning. If you pull the cloche button, which is French for bell, fun fact, what it really activates is MIDI. It's basically a MIDI feature, and they added this little MIDI module thing, which has like a whole bunch of different like chime options. So this is called TrueCast. That's what it sounds like. It sounds really good. It sounds like a real carillon. And we can also do like just normal chimes. Something like that. We have a harp. Oh, that's cheesy. What's this one? This is a celesta. It's kind of cheesy too. Yeah, but those are some of the toys. And then we also have a Gemshorn, reversible right here. So you hit that and then, ooh, magical. And it's enclosed in the swell, so you can have dynamic contrast with your Gemshorn if you want. Shut up. There we go. Now, one of the cool things about this organ is that actually it's not even just this organ in particular. We can go inside. Let's go. Let's walk back here. Look how beautiful. This actually is a really stunning church. And I remember the first time I walked back here, I scared myself because this is a mirror and I didn't know it. Here, can you see my reflection in there? I totally scared myself. I looked and I jumped because I thought there was someone looking at me. You know, and the mirror's here kind of for a good reason, considering that this is on the other side of it. But this is the blower room. It's actually a pretty small blower considering the size of the organ, but it's hidden away back here. Now we walk back through here, and this is the magical doorway. Full of boxes. So come on in. Right here are the boots of the lowest of the 16-foot Bombarde. That huge reed. So it's all right here. We've been asked to not go up the ladder. I'll walk up to it, but I won't go up it. Actually, I'll take the camera. Here is the bottom of the 16-foot Montre. And that's actually Haskell bass as well. I think that's low C. So it's not actually 16 feet long, but I mean, look at the size of it compared to my hand. It's still really massive. But anyway, up there, there's just the thousands of pipes. We're right below the Grand Door division. Too bad they asked us not to go up. And then right to the, right next to it, the swell box, and then the Positif is right next to it over there. But we can still go into the wind chest here. So the organ is off right now, so it's not pressurized. But this is where the pressurized air resides when the organ is playing. And look at the ceiling. Look at all the pallets and valves. Like there's a pipe above each one of those pallets and stuff. It's incredible. And this thing will inflate with air when it's on and stuff. Good luck. See you on the other side.
Okay, so he just told me that he was going to pressurize this area, this cabin. It's gonna feel like an airplane. I'm a little scared, but this is all supposed to be moving. Just have, oh, I hear it. Oh, the lid is opening. You guys can't see, but it's moving in and out. Wow. That's amazing. insane.
So I hope you enjoyed that tour of the Austin organ here at Grace United Methodist. This is a bell, if you can't tell. Please subscribe if you liked it. Please consider donating. I'll put the link down below. Support the channel, support the content. Bye.